Hey, we're Killingan from Washington, D.C., and you are watching Under the Gun Television. The band started probably like 4 or 5 years ago. We were 2008. We were in school together, and I was in a band in high school for a long time, and so was Hank, and I know you did a brief stint in a band in high school. But I had like a bunch of songs written, and I had a bunch of riffs I was working with, and then I met Hotez, and started putting horns to it, and we just started forming a band. We found Tyler through Streetlight Manifesto message board. It's okay. I'm a huge dork. We're giant dorks. It's fine.
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag. It's whatever. Don't worry about it.
We started jamming in various places around GW's campus where we went to school. We played on top of a 7-Eleven for a while.
Oh, yeah,
practice
cool.
space there.
Yeah. I guess we started jamming in 2007, and then 2008 were the first shows.
We actually put the band together. So our album, That's Cool in a Totally Negative and Destructive Way, comes out on June 4th on Jumpstart Records. We've been playing a couple of the songs for maybe like a year and a half, and we recorded like a 3-song EP, probably late 2012. We sent it to Jumpstart, they were really psyched on it. They wanted to put it out as an EP, but they said, well, we need a couple months to get fit into our release schedule, and we said, well, let's just turn it into a full length, like let's take the time and record a couple more songs. So we filled it out to a 10-track and sent it to them, and they were pretty happy with it.
Music is definitely more pop punk. Like, it definitely has some ska influence in it, and almost like putting horns in a pop punk band, automatically means that you tack on the word ska. But we do definitely have some ska influence. But I think it fits in really well with a lot of the pop punk, a lot of the hardcore, where a lot of us are into like a ton of like old school metal, like 80s thrash.
In DC there's like this there's a small scene for like trad ska bands, and then there's the hardcore scene, which is like DC scene is like it's the metal, the grind, like the hardcore scene. And when we first started playing, there was really nowhere for us to fit in, so we would kind of play with whoever we could. But now there's like this burgeoning like pop punk and just like fun punk scene, like we don't play with a lot of ska-punk bands because there aren't a lot. There are a couple, but there's not a ton. But we play with like bands that just like to have fun, like punk bands and pop punk bands and like metal bands, hardcore bands that aren't kind of like dicks.
What we've always kind of been conscious about is that some ska bands is like it just became a joke where it got a little bit over the top with the cheesiness, and so while we've been influenced by certain bands within the genre, we've resisted the label just so that, because I feel like people will write you off immediately hearing that, and so I feel like the one thing that has influenced the sound, not so much like being from DC, but just like wanting to avoid that label.
Like a lot of the time, if I'm trying to write something, I'll try to play a riff, or Mike will be playing a riff, and I'll just be sort of singing it over the top. So just try to really turn it into like a melody line, but vary up the syncopation. For me, it's like, because all the songs are in major and minor keys. It's like not the chords, they're not nothing like too complicated. So you're just kind of finding creative ways to throw relatively simple major like melodies over it.
It's so easy to make cheesy music, like even by accident or whatever. So we really try to not do that. We want the horns to stand out in a good way, not stand out in like a cringe way. I mean, we've been playing Wake, Wait, Repeat in our sets like for the past couple weeks, and it's just, that song is like fun as hell to play. Like it's just gets like the crowd pumped up, and it's just a fun song to jump around and get stupid to. Suburban Woe is...
That's hands down, I think it's my favorite song I've ever written, just because, I mean, I've played the new album for a handful of my friends, and when we get to that song, they're like, is this still you guys? I mean, it definitely sounds a lot different. It's a really good, it's a good example of the various influences that we bring to the band. We all really, really like Boredom Heroes.
Yes!
They're so fun to play with, and they're getting better and better with each show, which is intimidating and scary. but also
Goose learning how to play
motivating
guitar
and
is very scary.
inspirational. But yeah, it's always fun playing with those guys. And then in terms of just like outside the DC scene, bands we've played with and I think have a similar sound or doing similar things. No Such Noise out of Jersey and Wastebasket out of Chicago.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Alan.
Alan.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Alan, right?
I think it just goes without
He's
saying.
too skinny, I don't think.
He's pretty skinny, but yeah,
He's kind of gamey.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Right now, booking a tour for August, like a longer tour. We're gonna go up probably into Canada, down through Detroit, Chicago. Yeah, we'll hit a lot of spots in August. My dad could probably fight some people. I don't think I know.
I think
Alan's
our
dad.
dads. It would be.
Our dads
it's
are kind of
a toss up
throwing
between our
It'd
two.
be-
Jersey dads.
Yeah.
Like
Tag
two Jersey
team,
dads.
Jersey
but-
dads.
Oh yeah, it's like you did like little league and shit. Like
Yeah.
we got little league dads. They would like throw down.
Yeah.
Raw.
My dad-
That would be a brawl. Why should you give a shit about Kill Lincoln? Because we're super nice. We're loving people. No. Honestly,
Care for
We give you
animals.
candy if you come to our.
I think we're doing something new. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that's coming out now. That's great. It's not really treading any new territory. Like, we're legitimately trying to. I know a lot of bands try to blend genres, but like, we're really trying to like produce something new out of the ska-punk genre. Out of just like. We're doing like more skate punk, pop punk, we're doing some hardcore stuff, some riffage, like we really are trying to do something new. So we're Kill Lincoln. Our new album comes out on Tuesday, June 4th on Jumpstart Records. You can find it at killlincolndc.com or on jumpstartrecords.com.